Let's get another quick check on some of the after-hours earnings movers today. Chewy, look at that, plunging 13% after its report, while Micron and Lulu both up sharply. RH is up by just about almost 1% right now. Check out Airbnb, jumping more than 4.5% today. It is also up more than 20% since the Fed meeting and back in the green for the year. Our next guest says there could be a lot more room to run for this name. Adam Lampe of Mint Wealth is here with his fast pitch for Airbnb. Adam, why do you like Airbnb?
Well, the bottom line is that 27% of the workforce is working from home. And that's mind-blowing data right there. The fact of the matter is Airbnb, they say 24% of the people that are renting from them are renting for 28 days or longer. Right there gets my attention. And then there's 150 users. That gets my attention as well.
In terms of the 27% of workers working from home, I would guess that that number has been dwindling. And as offices start to reopen, that number will continue. Is there anything that makes you believe that that 27 number is sticky?
Oh, I think it's sticky. I mean, the number one requirement that folks want right now is flexibility. And the fact of the matter is, it's an employee world right now that we're living in.
So as we continue to reopen, Adam, how much competition will Airbnb have from just traditional hotels and resorts?
Well, you got the traditional brick and mortar establishments like Marriott, which, you know, they have a huge employee base. I mean, you're talking 120,000 employees versus Airbnb only has about 6,000. And, you know, basically, you know, the fact of the matter is 50% of all the investment buyers out there are paying for cash, and rents are up 40% in some parts of the country. That's a layup.
Adam, it's Tim. Thanks for joining us. Do you believe Airbnb should trade at a premium to other online travel? I realize a slightly different business model and different costs, but if I look at Expedia and bookings, obviously significantly cheaper. Your pushback on that?
Well, the fact of the matter is Airbnb is basically has their own platform, and 90% of their users come directly to them. And other competition like the Marriotts of the world, they're copying what Airbnb is doing. So I think they're in a great position. I mean, they've been around a long time. There's 200 million Prime users or Amazon Prime users. And one of the first early investors was the CEO, the wealthiest man in this world, Jeff Bezos.
So, Adam, you think this has a $1 trillion market cap potential? How do you get there?
Well, the math, I'm a math guy. In 2018, they made about 42%. In 2019, they made about 31%. Let's exclude 2020 because of obvious reasons like the pandemic. Last year, they're up 77%. That's remarkable. The numbers, you know, they're here to stay. I agree with Jim Cramer. I mean, he said hotels are going to the sidelines. Airbnb is the new way.
Adam, thanks for joining us with your pitch. Adam Lampe of Mint Wealth. It is time for us here on the desk to vote. Are you buying Adam's pitch on Airbnb? Dan, you had an AARP trade, I recall.
Oh, wow.
And this was one of the A's.
Yeah, you know, this stock has actually performed pretty well. It's up 5% in the year. It's obviously had a big rally here. I like his pitch here. I mean, really what you're trying to do is figure out how this company can grow into that, you know, the multiple of sales where it's at right here. And I think you look 2 years out and you have maybe a Guy Adami hat size for a multiple of sales, especially if they're growing sales, you know, 20+% over the next few years, 80% gross margin company. I mean, I think it makes sense. I think this is the sort of moat. This is a sort of, I think the way he made the case versus Tim's question about bookings in Expedia justifies a higher multiple here for this name. So I like it here.
Guy?
Mel, were you able to read my smart board, please, for me? Are you able to do that? I'm asking,
in
please.
the Dawn trade, hashtag GSB.
I'm leaving my board up because, you know, for obvious reasons, you want to see my face. But I'll say this. I agree. I don't know if it's getting to $1 trillion. That would be an 8-bagger from here. But if you look at the quarter they reported on February 16th, it shows you a glimpse of what is possible. Average price target around 200. I think it goes higher, Melms.
And the board is still in front of Guy's face. Karen, what do you say?
Yeah, despite its sort of steep valuation, I think it's a buy. One thing I really like about, two things, a couple things. Free cash flow positive, nicely. Not the greatest free cash flow yield, but that's okay. It's growing nicely. And I do think there's this first mover in the rental space that they really have a lock there. I know there's competition, but they have a great brand, and so yes, I like it.
All right,
Good pitch.
Tim, are you going to doom Adam with the buy or what? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, sell just so he has a
hope.
shot of actually winning on Twitter. Yeah, because whenever we all vote in favor, they definitely don't get it on Twitter. I think a lot of competition. Let's go Mets.
What the random? Okay.